Shalom, brothers and sisters. Your brother ISRAELITES for the Northern Kingdom, bringing some edification for you Negro, Latino, and Indigenous who are the biblical Israelites. And before I start, I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Barakatham, Rakakadash. That Yahweh, being the name of the Lord, not Jehovah, or God, or Yah, or Ahaya, it's Yahweh, the creator of all, the Ancient of Days. Bahasham is in the name of, and Yahushai is the one you guys call Jesus or the Christ, ignorantly speaking. And we give double honors to elders in GMS where we learn this truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down on the highways and byways, giving the 100% truth with the correct doctrine, day and night. Shalom to you and your households. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, La Bakar in the Hebrew, the house of David, that's being erected as we speak. Shalom to you. And shalom to the speckled birds among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations, but return to the house of Israel and are being edified by these videos. Shalom to you. The date today is May 11th of 2025, our hopeful year of salvation and the destruction of the nation of Edom. And we're going to see a video here of what's happening here in the United States. So if you're not living here in the United States, you are watching these videos, this is current events that are happening as we speak. And this is history repeating itself, because these events already happened here in the United States during the Depression of 1929. So what happened in 1929, that there was a stock market crash, and so a lot of people lost money and lost jobs, and there was a lot less jobs to be had, and so they had to get rid of a whole bunch of immigrants, and they had to get rid of or deport a whole bunch of immigrants, when in fact they were deporting U.S. born citizens, and they were deporting them back to Mexico. Okay, this really happened. So again, like I said, this already happened. They were deporting. They didn't ask who you are, what you are. You're here. Boom, we're taking you. You're that person. We don't care. And they got deported, and they had to bring them back. But here is this is taken in Manchester, I believe, Massachusetts, Manchester, Worcestershire, Massachusetts, which is Massachusetts is a predominantly Edomite area, and it's a very wealthy area. There's a lot of people have money, but obviously you have, the whole area is not wealthy. So you have these little neighborhoods, pockets of neighborhoods where you have to have the help live, right? But before we start, we want to go to fair use. Okay, so we're gonna go to fair use. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which does not infringe on copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107, right? Because this is not my video, but I'm going to comment on it for educational purposes. And so again, this is in Massachusetts, and what's happening is they're coming to deport this woman, and her children, her daughters, which are U.S. citizens, are trying to protect her from ICE, which immigration came along with the police. Because the police have really no say in this, but again, they're changing the laws. Usually, immigration would show up or deport you, but now they're bringing the police, and it's gonna get real hairy, because this is involving more law enforcement, and they're gonna just mess with the wrong people that don't care about their lives. Okay, this is gonna happen. And they know this, okay? So this is a ticking time bomb, okay? But you're gonna see how it's happening, how they're taking this woman, which is a mother, and their daughters are trying to resist, and the neighborhood, okay? So this is happening in Massachusetts.
This video
Salaki, brothers. But there you go. You're seeing how these people are trying to resist the police, but again, they're going to do what they're going to do. Okay, they have a job to do. So they have orders, just like the Nazis had orders, right? So here's the verse, because going to support it. This is Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, that write ungrievousness which they have prescribed, right? Because as we speak, as soon as President Trump came in, he started writing all kinds of laws and extracting or changing laws. So, like, let's say the laws for Central Americans and Cubans, they have a particular reason why they're allowed in the United States, because the United States was involved in the Contra Nicaragua, right? They created instability in those areas, as well as the Cubans, right? They created the Soviet Union resistance and all this stuff, and they banned it. So they had a specific, like, it's called TPS, I know, for Central America. I don't know what it is for Cubans. So when Trump came, he removed that. And so if you were allowed to come into the United States now, he said, nope, you got to get out of here. So, and also with the Cubans, because the Cubans came in, if you came in 10 years ago, you had a right to political asylum, right? And now they're like, nope, sorry, you get the hell out of here too. So it's unrighteous, okay? This is an unrighteous decrees. Verse 2. To turn aside needy from the judgment, and to take away the right from the poor. And the poor is usually always speaking about the Israelites, of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Okay? And really the widows, it's talking about the nation of Israel. When it's talking about the comely woman, right? The woman is always representative of the nation of Israel. And here you see the woman, I don't know if you saw, but she had a child. And the younger one with kind of a blondie hair, she had a child in her midst. If you see the video, because this video went all over, it went viral, because the whole neighborhood tried to resist them. Even when they get to the car, they jump on the hood and all kinds of stuff. But verse 3, and what will ye do in that day of visitation, and in desolation which shall come from far? To whom will ye flee for help? And where will you leave your glory? Right? Because he's talking about Jacob's trouble. This is just going to spark the beginning of Jacob's trouble. But let me get one more verse to drive it home. Because a lot of people want to come to the United States and they want the American dream. Right? And the American dream, you have to be asleep. So you got to wake up. Okay? Wake up. For you to have the American dream, you have to be asleep. And these scriptures are here to wake you up. Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. This is not a place where you're going to live it up. This is just not it. This is the place of your judgment. This is the place of your captivity. Because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction. Okay? So this place is polluted. Not just physically polluted as in the land. That's happening as well. But this spiritually polluted. Right? Because what has America done? It has made all the nations drunk. She made them drink out of her cup. That's why she put a spell on the whole world. But that spell is wearing off. And people are waking out of that spell, out of that dazed and confused, and they're going against America now. Okay? So that's what's happening. People are waking up to the truth, and they're not going to take it anymore. And Jake ain't going to take it anymore. The police, they're going to find out, okay, that they think they're big and bad. These people that have come from other countries have military training, have killed people. They come from a land of killers, right? Straight killers. And the police are going to find out. Okay? When they come to knocking on the wrong door. Okay? They're going to come and take your mama from one of these gangster niggas when they're locked and loaded, that they kill their own people. Now you're coming for their mama. Remember, Jake and their mama is a big deal. Remember, Jake's a big mama's boy. A lot of you Jakes, you didn't have no father. All you had was mama. Okay? So when the big bad wolf come blowing, Jake is going to have to do something. Jake is going to have to come and protect Big Mama. Okay? And that's coming. That's coming real soon. Okay, brothers and sisters? But yeah, Jacob's struggle is upon us. And you're seeing the spark being lit. You're seeing the spark of racism. You're seeing the spark of the police going against the people unrighteously. But that's the time we're in, brothers and sisters. So repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. You have to know that these things are happening because of prophecy. This place is falling. Babylon is falling. So these are just the beginning of woes. These are the birth pains before what? The baby comes. Okay? But it's not yet. But we are upon those days. And who shall save you from those days? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will. That's what we say. Have faith. Call upon the names of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right? Do his law, statutes, and commandments. And have faith. Pray without cease, right? Do your fasting, and hopefully you're of the elect, where the Lord will protect you in these last days. Okay? So hopefully, brothers and sisters, you are of the elect, and your family are protected on these days, because the days we're coming are going to be horrible. They're going to be dark days, gloomy days. So call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barakatham, Rakah Kadash, and he that have ears to hear, Shalom.